Hi guys, Alexander here. Today we're going to take a look at DEVA Pro, the wireless planar magnetic headphones from HIFIMAN. Hey, I'm Alexander and this channel is dedicated to honest and comprehensive reviews of headphones, IEMs, DACs, amps and microphones. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. This unit was sent to me by HIFIMAN in exchange for my honest review, thank you. I'm not paid to say anything in particular about this product and all thoughts and opinions in today's episode are my own. DEVA Pro is an open-back wireless planar magnetic headphones and they retail for $329 US. It comes in a very nice stylish premium cardboard box. In the box we have headphones, we have Blue Mini high-res Bluetooth adapter which has Himalaya R2R DAC inside, a detachable audio cable, USB-C data and charging cable, 3.5mm to 6.3mm adapter, HIFIMAN brochure, Blue Mini R2R user manual and a warranty card. Regarding the technical specification, this pair is open-back planar magnetic headphones that uses HIFIMAN's stealth magnet design. Impedance is 18 ohms and sensitivity is 93 dB. Now a couple of words about design and build. The inner part of the headband is made out of metal, then it has some memory foam and overall it's wrapped in pleather. The style of this headband is familiar as it's been already used on many other HIFIMAN's current models. The headband adjusting mechanism has small markings on the inside to show the size of the headband extension. The cups are attached to the headband with metal hinges and this design in my opinion is quite reliable. The ear cups are quite massive and have a slightly oval shape. The shells of the ear cups as well as the grids are made out of plastic. The cups host planar magnetic drivers and it's worth mentioning that DEVA Pro uses so-called stealth magnets. The ear pads also have a slightly oval shape and are really comfortable. My ears, for example, completely fit inside the ear pads and they don't touch ear pads at all. The ear pads are made of two parts, the outer and inner ring is made of pleather, the part that is touching the head and the ears is made out of velour. The ear pads are also slightly angled and noticeably thicker on the backside. Each cup also has a 3.5mm socket to connect the detachable cable in case you want to use this pair in a wired configuration. Despite the fact Blue Mini fits both sides, it should be connected to the left cup, which also has a hint about that. The weight of the headphones is 360 grams without the cable and Blue Mini adapter. There are three changes in build compared to the original DEVA. DEVA Pro is using a different color scheme, it's more silver and black as opposite to silver and brown on DEVA. The DEVA Pro also uses stealth magnet which reduces the sound wave interference, and also DEVA Pro uses HIFIMAN's super nano diaphragm which is thinner than the previous driver generation and it improves frequency response. Overall comfort is quite good. I have large ears and they fit inside ear cups without any problems. The ear pads are really soft and very pleasant to touch and I wasn't experiencing any fatigue or discomfort even during long listening sessions. The only thing that I'd like to mention that the clamping force is lacking a bit. I have an average head, I wear motorcycle helmet size L and the headphones sit pretty relaxed on my head. Now a couple of words about Blue Mini R2R adapter. The new Blue Mini R2R is an updated version of the original Blue Mini which was developed by HIFIMAN specially for the DEVA. It connects to the headphones using 3.5 TRRS balanced plug. The device supports Bluetooth 5.0, codecs-wise we have AAC, we have SBC, we have aptX, we have aptX HD and of course we have LDAC. Inside Blue Mini we have HIFIMAN's Himalaya R2R DAC module. According to manual, battery life is around 8 hours, but I was mostly using LDAC and I was getting somewhere between 5 to 6 hours use time. The device also features a built-in microphone that's located on the bottom, but it's important to note that microphone only works in the wireless mode. The module weighs 25 grams and signal-to-noise ratio is 114 dB. The DAC that we have inside the Blue Mini is Himalaya, which is R2R DAC with non-oversampling concept. DAC's signal-to-noise ratio is 120 dB, total harmonic distortion is 0.0022%, and what is more important, it's very energy efficient, rated only at 20 milliwatts. On the bottom of the Blue Mini we also have a LED indicator, we have USB-C charging data socket and the power button. Pairing Blue Mini is a really straightforward process, but I still recommend you to go through the manual because it lists all the modes, all the light indicators and etc. Now regarding connections and use cases. Generally, this pair has 3 use cases. So use case 1 is quite natural, it's a wireless, when you're connecting these headphones with Bluetooth to your smartphone, to your DAB, to your computer and etc. Use case number 2, when you're connecting this pair of headphones to your receiver, to your external DAC, to your amplifiers and etc. Just make sure that your source has enough power. Use case number 3, you can use it in a wired configuration via USB-C cable. So for example, if you connect the pair of headphones to your PC using USB-C cable, Blue Mini will act as an external sound card and it will power the headphones. It means that, for example, if you don't have a desktop amplifier or you don't have a receiver or you don't have a powerful source, you can still enjoy Deva Pro in a wired configuration using USB-C cable. Now let's talk about sound impressions. Please note that all the sound impressions that I'm sharing in my reviews are completely subjective, so please take it with a grain of salt. I've been using a wireless and wired sources for my tests. Wireless sources that I've been using for testing were my Samsung Galaxy S10, my old but trusted iPhone 6s Plus, and FiiO X7 Mark II DAP. Wired sources that I used were Topping D10S DAC paired with sheet magnet heresy amplifier and SMSL's SU6 DAC paired with Xduo's MT602 amplifier. The original Deva had a very laid-back sound, while the new Pro model has a sharper presentation and is a bit brighter. The overall presentation is quite spacious and slightly warm. Regarding low frequencies, Deva Pro doesn't have much bass, but the quality of bass is really good. As it's an open-back headphone, you shouldn't expect a deep bass experience, however low frequencies are well controlled and have a good resolution. Sub-bass extension is moderate due to the tuning, but the headphones respond really well to EQ. The clarity of sub-bass is also good. The mid-bass is more prominent than sub-bass on this pair of headphones and has a good note weight and body. In addition, it has good speed and control, resulting in a nice impact. Overall, the bass quantity is enough for most genres, but it lacks a bit in a bass-heavy genres like EDM. Compared to the original Deva, Deva Pro's bass response is tighter, with greater dynamics, and it's more detailed. Despite its size, Blue Mini R2R does a pretty good job in regards to low frequencies, but using the headphones in a wired mode with an amplifier improves the bass, making it more precise and further improving the dynamics. Now to mid-range. Deva Pro has a very natural and transparent mid-range with excellent detail retrieval. The overall tonality of mid-range is slightly warm, the lower mid-range has a good body and note weight, which is especially noticeable on pianos and acoustic guitars. At the same time, upper mid-range is more detailed and open than the lower mid-range. Instruments have a pretty natural timbre, and the mids are also the place where Deva Pro is different from its predecessor Deva. The original Deva had a more mid-forward tuning, while Deva Pro focuses on resolution and has a more clean and sharp tonality, which is less warm than the original Deva and more technical. Also, the mid-range on Deva Pro is not moved that forward compared to the original Deva. Overall, mid-range has a nice resolution and good details, and the separation of instruments is also very good. Treble on Deva Pro is a little bit bright but well controlled, and details are also very surprising for its price. The treble has a good sense of presence and it's quite clear and defined. Percussions and string instruments are reproduced with a good level of detail, and overall resolution is really pleasing. I'd say that overall treble is well balanced on this pair, and as a result it sounds detailed and resolving. But as I mentioned, compared to the original Diva, the treble is a bit brighter and sharper. Overall, there is plenty of detail and extension here, and the treble is quite coherent. Micro detail retrieval is also surprising, and the headphones have just enough air and sparkle for my personal preference. Now regarding soundstage and imaging. Diva Pro soundstage is average in width and depth, but it sounds quite spacious, offering a very nice atmosphere and the separation of instruments. Compared to the original Diva, the soundstage improved, as the original Diva had a bit narrow, almost intimate soundstage, and this fact was especially noticeable with mid-forward tuning of the original Diva. The Diva Pro definitely has a better soundstage performance, and it has more space and air. The imaging is well defined and quite precise, the instruments have a very realistic timbre, and the separation of instruments is also very good. Now a couple of words about wireless versus wired configuration. I tried headphones in both configurations, and there were some small audible changes. The bass quality and texture definitely improves when you're pairing it with a desktop amp. Beat and treble performance improves a bit, having additional sparkle and space added to presentation. However, if you have a high-end amplifier and DAC, the changes are going to be more noticeable. Yet again, if Diva Pro is on your list and you don't have a powerful source, Blue Mini will still do a great job in a wired configuration via USB-C. Let's summarize. For myself, Diva Pro was the pair of wireless headphones that changed my attitude towards wireless headphones. It's a very solid pair of open-back headphones, and the fact it can be used in 3 different configurations makes this pair very versatile. It's very well tuned and offers a great value for the money. Pros: very nice and engaging tuning, great technical performance, 1 wireless and 2 wired use case scenarios, amazing Himalaya R2R DAC, great battery life on Blue Mini considering it's a pair of planar magnetic headphones, and overall great value for your money. Cons: clamping force is a bit on the lower side, so fit might be a problem if you have a small head. Also, I'd love to see carrying case. That's actually it. Overall, this is a great package for a fantastic price, as for $329 you are getting a pair of open-back planar magnetic headphones featuring HIFIMAN's stealth magnets, HIFIMAN's super nano diaphragm, a Bluetooth module with a built-in R2R DAC and amp, which can be also used in a wired mode as external audio interface. So overall, I strongly recommend you to check this pair, because Diva Pro is in a league of its own. Alright guys, that's all from me for today, and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, and see you in the next video. Goodbye!